Hey guys, it's LaKesha from Virgo Vibe. Today I wanted to talk to you about how to de-stress. I wanted to do this video because I have a lot of loved ones and friends that are very stressed out at this time, maybe feeling a little depressed or down, maybe feeling a lot depressed or down um, during this time. And for somebody like me, it's difficult to watch someone that you care about have such a tough time, and there's nothing that you can really do about it. So I decided that what I'm going to do is make this video. And I have to say that, I have also been depressed at times. I've also, felt down. And, it's normal to not always be happy. Um, Recently, in this last month, I've lost 3 people that I care about. And so it's hard to do videos sometimes when you're already feeling grief or you're feeling really down about something and you want to portray yourself, to be an uplifting person, but it's not always possible. So I just want to say, for one thing, it's normal. It's normal to feel sad. It's, just like it's normal to feel happy. No one is happy all the time. No one is like 100% ecstatic and nothing's ever wrong all the time. That's not normal. So, it's okay if you have those days when you're feeling, things are difficult, or you're feeling down, or you're missing someone, or you need to talk to someone, or you just feel like things aren't going the way that you'd like them to go. But what I want to say to you is, once it gets to the point where long periods of time are happening and it's not getting any better, like it's more than 3 days, it's more than a week, and you're still feeling this way, it's time for you to talk to someone. It's time for you to talk to someone, not your friend, a professional who you can confide in, who is trained to help you. And I know that everybody doesn't feel comfortable with admitting that they need to talk to someone, or admitting that they need to seek help, or they may not even really believe that, talking to someone is going to be beneficial to them. But you have to do something. You can't just keep putting it on yourself and not making any actions forward if what you're doing is leading this way. Like, you have to make the decision that, my way of dealing with this is not working, and so I need to try something else. And it might not necessarily be going to see a professional, it might be something else, but you have to make the decision to do that. You have to. Your family, your friends care about you. They need you. They love you. They want to see you succeed. They want to see you have a happy life. And you can. It's not impossible. It's very possible. But you have to take the steps to get there. And sometimes we feel overwhelmed, like there's nothing that we can do. But I have to tell you that we have control over ourselves. And I'm not saying, and I'm not trying to make it sound like, oh, just be happy. You're sad today, you'll be fine. No, I know that there's depression. I know that it gets difficult, and I know sometimes you need medication to help, and I know sometimes you need counseling to help, and I know sometimes you need help. And I know sometimes it's not easy to get out of that. But what I want you to realize also is, what are you surrounding yourself with? Are you surrounding yourself with music that's down, low vibration? Are you surrounding yourself with people who are negative, low vibration? Are you surrounding yourself with movies and TV shows that are down, low vibration? Are you seeking out people, entertainment, music, anything that brings positive vibes? Or are you staying down here in the lower vibration level with the things that are going to continue to make you feel down? Think about it like this. You wake up, you're feeling down, you have a decision that you can make. You can lay in the bed all day, keep the curtains closed, feel sorry for yourself. Or you can get out of bed, you can go outside in the sunshine and get some vitamin D. You can still feel down out there, but one is going to keep you down. The other one may bring you up just a little bit. So let me name a couple things that help you naturally raise your vibration, help you naturally come up from a low vibration or depression. Number one, the number one thing that can help you is exercise. Exercise has been proven to help people with depression feel a lot better. So going for a walk in the sunshine can make you significantly feel better. And it only takes one day. When I say it only takes one day, I mean you don't have to go for a walk every day, but you can go for a walk today. You can, like I said, you can wake up and not be feeling that great, but decide, I'm going to go for a walk because I decided that I don't want to stay like this. And walking's going to make me feel a little better. And so that's my goal, to feel a little better. Or, like I said, exercise is good. Music is good. So think about a song that you absolutely love, and when you hear it, and I mean a positive song, not like a low vibration, downer type song. I mean like a party song that makes you feel like, this is my jam, I need to dance to this. And you kind of just veg out, and you kind of just check out, and you just feel the vibes, and you just feel really good inside. Turn that on. Dance. That can change your vibration. It can raise your vibration. It can make you feel so much better. Talk to someone, one of your friends. And when I say one of your friends, I mean find some friends that are not downers, that are not always focused on the bad things. The cup's always half empty. Find a half full friend. Find one that's more positive. And I don't mean bombard them with your problems. I mean just be in their presence. Try to mimic some of that good energy. Think about what they're saying. Like, they're not always focused on down stuff. Like, if you're around me, you're not going to hear me talking junk about nobody. You're not going to hear me, complaining constantly or talking back at the TV and putting people down. Or I'm not. I'm going to be talking about my next great venture, how I'm going to make my life better, how things are going to be better in the future, or how they're great today. And that's the type of people that you need to find and be around. The more that you're around people who talk like that, the more that it's easier for you to feel and talk like that. And so it's important to, the birds of a feather flock together. It's important to put yourself in an environment of where you're trying to go, and be careful, because people with higher vibrations, some of them, they don't want to be around people with low vibes all the time, bringing them down. So don't go around your high vibration people and, like I said, dump all your problems on them and all your bad attitudes. They don't deserve that. Sometimes it's good just to be silent, you know? So, anyway, those are just a couple that I find helpful to bring, out of depression. Like being in the house all the time is not good. But go out, like especially during the summer months when the sun is still shining and it's still pretty nice outside. Go out and get some fresh air. That's always helpful. And like I said, if you really need to talk to someone, please talk to someone. Don't get to the point where, don't push people away either. I feel like everybody has things that they have to go through. And I don't want to downplay anybody and where they are or what they're dealing with because I don't know you and I don't know what you're dealing with and how stressful or scary or sad or depressed that you are. But I do know that someone's going to miss you if you're not here. And you're here for a purpose. You are here because you are supposed to help someone else. And I really feel like someone else out there is worse than you. And they need to hear you tell them your story of how you got past what you're dealing with so that they can do it. And I want you to think about that. Like, there are people out there that are way worse than you. There are people out there that are worse than me. And I always think like that. Like, when I'm feeling like I'm at the very bottom, I know there's somebody out there worse or having a worse problem. And my problems aren't as bad as I think they are. But there's always tomorrow. There's always another day and another opportunity. And like I said, we are in control of our lives. No one else. I mean, I've felt trapped before. I know what it feels like to feel like you can't get out of the situation. But in the timeline of my mind, when I look back 10 years of a place where I felt trapped and I see where I am now, I wasn't trapped because if I was, I would still be there. Things changed, decisions were made, and I moved myself forward to where I want to be. Focus on where you want to be. Don't focus on where you are. Focusing on where you are doesn't do anything but give you this perpetual loop of sadness, loop of things aren't getting any better. Focus on where you want to be because one little tiny step after one little tiny step after one little tiny step after one little tiny step still moves you forward. It still moves you closer to a better day and a better tomorrow. And I know, we would love for things to happen overnight, but that's just not how things happen. And I really feel like when you feel like things are just so heavy on you and you don't know what to do, sometimes you just have to understand that it's not always in your control and you have to give it to God or whoever you believe in. You have to ask for help and you have to believe that it's coming and you have to let it happen. You can't be wishy-washy. You have to really believe that things will get better and you have to see how they can get better. I mean, you don't have to figure out everything. You just have to know what you want. So if I was like, okay, what's making you feel down right now? And you were to say, well, I lost my best friend. And they were the only person that I can talk to, and it's just really hard for me to deal with right now. No, you can't have your best friend back because they're gone. But you kind of have to refocus your energy. Yes, you should have time to mourn and time to grieve and deal with your feelings because that's perfectly normal to be sad that you've lost someone that you love. But you always have those memories of that person. And I always feel like when we lose someone, that's a lesson. That's a lesson. Whatever it was that they were here for, they didn't, in your mind, they didn't get a chance to do it. But what if they were here to teach you a lesson by leaving? That life is short and that you need to do what you're supposed to do to help people. Or maybe the loss of that person is supposed to teach you something that's going to help others. Like, you kind of have to reform the way that you look at things, because we lose people and it's difficult, but we have to keep living our lives. Like, if I think about all the people who have lost a mother or a child or a husband or a wife or a significant other unexpectedly, and years have gone by, yes, they still miss them. It does get a little bit easier as time goes on, and of course they're always going to miss them, but they're still here, they still survive. And those that are having difficulty moving forward are the ones that are focused on the past and how they could have changed things. You can't change the past. The past is what it is. And the universe has laid all these things out, and there's no way to change them. There's no way to manipulate them. They happen the way they're supposed to. We have to look at the bigger picture, not how we feel like we messed up something because we didn't do a certain thing. Things happen the way they were supposed to for a reason. For instance, I lost someone and I felt guilty for years because I felt like I should have done something to prevent it. But really, there was probably nothing that I could do to prevent it. It's just a part of life. It's just a thing that I had to live through to build my strength. And so that I can talk to you right now and help you understand that there was nothing you could do. And feeling guilty and they're gone doesn't help anything. You still have a life to live. Live it for them. Live it for them. I know that was really deep, but like I said, if you need to talk to someone, please talk to a professional. And don't push away people who are trying to be there for you. They love you. They want you to be here. They want to support you. Those are the ones that you need to be talking to. Those are the ones that you need to surround yourself with. Okay? Thanks for listening. I know this was a really deep subject, but I just really needed to just say these things, This is LaKesha, Virgo Vibe, out.